Live from the Base Room Studio 2.0 in Seattle, Washington, this is the Podworm Spacecast. The Podworms are 7 lifelong friends who all got shiplapped in the war. Welcome to the Spacecast.
Oh, yeah. I remember the war.
The war.
So to kick us off, I'm Mike McCoy. I'm one half of the Deadly Brother duo, Deadly Brother Roll Call, and the second half of the Deadly Brother duo,
Douche.
End of the Deadly Brother roll call.
Kevin McCoy.
It doesn't really work if we're introducing ourselves.
I know, it's tough.
It has to be someone else.
It's tough.
No, I like it when
your
you guys
commitment
do
to
it.
doing it twice in a row. That's impressive.
Yeah. Anyway, so roll call, check.
End of the roll call.
End of the roll call. And our illustrious producer, DJ, all-around great guy, Chase Golka.
Hello.
Bearded handyman, Phil Williams.
Present.
Local historian, Peter Fries.
Excited to be here.
Care to elaborate?
I wish I hadn't come tonight.
Thank you. And his little buddy, Jim Charters.
Hey, I'm just really happy to be here.
Oh,
He's so cute.
So
You got it. It's you.
no,
He's
you bought me a cheeseburger. Go ahead and do it.
What?
Kevin, stand up.
Stand
I'm going to stand up. I'm going to
He's finally getting in on it.
fucking doing this. All right. I'm just standing up.
Yep, he's standing up, everybody.
He's confirmed. He's standing.
You know what, Jim?
so historian.
Kevin, sit
This
down.
is bullshit.
Kevin, sit the
This
fuck
is
down.
fucking bullshit.
I really thought Kevin was going to say it that
before
time.
we like to begin, before we begin, I have to say something about last
Oh,
week.
now Jim's standing up.
Standing up.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he's going to propose.
Well, we've got to, I like this. I like this stand up
I
and
have
like announce things.
I have to say something
Hold
about,
on. Get down on one knee.
about last week.
He's getting
Peter-
down on one knee to Peter.
Peter,
Peter's now standing. Peter's unzipping his pants.
Okay, this is a little much for me.
It's not even a joke.
This is closest
real.
I've ever wanted to be here.
Peter, my behavior was uncalled for last week, and
Oh, wow.
and I'd like to apologize for not buying you a cheeseburger, and I'd like to buy you a cheeseburger in the future.
Oh my
Think
God.
about it.
That is the
I'll
most
take it.
historian
I'll take it.
thing I've ever seen.
Wow. This
take
is a historian moment.
Friendship.
What a historian moment.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so if you can't tell, we've got a great episode for you. We've already
I can tell.
we've already had one apology.
Yeah.
That's number one. Put it on the board. Number one.
And that's something I'm not sorry about.
But yeah, we got some pod mail. We got a fun game. There might be some general banter between. So we'll see.
Oh,
Speaking of banter,
General Banter. Attention, Sergeant.
Go get that shiplap checked out.
Speaking of banter, Kevin, you had something you want to talk about.
It's so weird queuing it up because it's just like that's not a thing, but it's.
It might be a thing.
Might be a thing.
No, we're gonna make it a thing.
I've been writing down thoughts of things that happened to me during the week, and this just is something that happened. It's not really podcast worthy, but we're going to get into it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh,
I
it's
can't
fine.
wait.
Most of our
podcast
segments.
worthy.
say that.
Every week, the compost person is supposed to come up and take your compost.
Yep.
Correct.
Yes.
That's absolutely right.
I am a single dude. I don't have a ton of compost.
Yeah.
Right.
I have like some chicken bones, and sometimes there's some like
Human bones.
some fruit or vegetables that goes bad because I don't eat it fast enough.
Yep.
So I've got compost.
Understandable.
Leftovers, whatever.
Normal guy. He's got compost.
He's a normal guy with compost.
You know,
Alright.
I put it out every freaking week, and the guy never fucking takes it.
What's
Like
Kevin.
I think to be fair, it's a huge ass bin, but it's like maybe like 3 inches tall of like shit on the bottom now.
But
So
it's just been sitting there.
But it's just like there is like a swarm of flies.
Oh, nice.
Like just like and everything like literally I can see like a burger bun in there that's just like it's not a burger bun anymore. It looks like a mushroom. It's got so much mold growing on it.
Nice.
And so like it is now like attracting like bugs and shit near my house. And I don't have enough compost. I feel like the guy opens it up and he's like, if it's not at least a quart full, I'm not taking it.
Dude, I don't even think he probably opens it. He probably just rocks it back and forth and goes,
That's what I was thinking.
Dummies, just put this empty can
Empty
out.
bin. Someone already got this one.
Here's your solution. I got a solution for you.
Yes.
So next time compost cam comes around, you just get in your compost bin
hiding
Get
there.
inside it.
He's gonna look and he's pop out and say, "Why the fuck are you not taking my compost?"
Compost can.
That'll be the day that he does
Compost
take it,
cam.
and it gets grabbed with the big huge arm. It like throws it over.
Goodbye,
Just
Kevin.
be like, oh, it's heavy enough. Okay.
It sounds like you're.
We're gonna need the big arm for this one.
Jim, bring out the big arm.
Oh, it feels like there's an adult man in here.
This is like I'm gonna need backup.
Wow,
Calls another truck.
That's a lot of compost.
This is gonna take a while to decompose.
That's a lot of compost.
Bring the grinder.
He's very interested in his job.
Apparently. So Kevin, I gotta tell you, because that used to be my compost bin.
Oh,
And
the memories.
you know, the memories of just putting it out there, not having it be picked up.
Do you miss it?
The same thing has happened to me. And so what I started doing is I only put it out when it was absolutely full, but you don't have that option. And what I would usually do though is that I leave like some sticks or leaves sticking out of the lid, and then they would always take it. Because it might not be completely full,
smart.
but it looks like it's full, and so they'll pick it up and pour
I
it
love
out.
how Jim's already been through this issue and like thought of a schemy way to like get his garbage taken. Jim's like, oh, I know where this is going.
Same
Compost?
shit happened to me at the same place.
That's pretty
just
funny.
gross, and it's like I don't have anywhere to put it but near my house.
Yeah.
and it smells.
So
You've got a nice terrarium now.
I do. I've got like
Little-
there's lizards in there.
Little science experiment.
Like you could also like, you know, you could fill like a little bit away like grass clippings or something too. That's an option.
Yeah.
I hate to be like a one upper, but this is just a unique perspective.
Here we go.
I mean, it just seems like this was the first time I've lived in the city, but not been in an apartment that has a dumpster. So I have to put my individual cans out on the city, and there have been weeks where the garbage men just don't. They
Just don't pick it up.
No recycling comes down our street, nothing like this. And
Nice.
also,
I just don't feel like doing that street today.
yeah, fuck get picked up, and then you bring it back.
Honestly,
And
they don't have enough trash to make it worth it
They
for
don't
me.
take my compost.
They live in the
every week.
city. We don't have to do it every week.
My compost comes every 3 weeks.
Whoa.
Really?
Every thrice weeks.
See, I-
recycling every other week, and garbage is the only one that comes once
You
a
know,
week.
I have a solution for you.
Yes.
Malarkey.
Second solution.
For Kevin.
Yeah, just get a start a compost heap somewhere in your yard or where your neighbors can see and smell it. They will start complaining, and then the guy's gonna have no choice but to start picking up your compost.
Yeah,
So
I'll
created a
complain.
nuisance.
Yeah, Michael
Make
complained.
it so I have to
Michael.
solve the problem for you. That's Peter's solution.
Yeah, because fuck your neighbors, right?
Fuck them.
They don't pay my rent. Some of those neighbors, the
fuck
attractive
'em.
ones.
You know, I was really disappointed. You know, if we want to continue some more of this trash talk, you guys.
We're done. Trash talk.
That's the pinnacle.
That's a bit
That's the
of name
peak.
of the segment.
Name of the
peak.
episode.
All right.
Trash talk.
Enough trash
It's
talk.
like a 10-minute episode.
This is called trash talk.
Trash talk.
Is it called trash talk when you one up someone's compost story?
Yeah, dude. You thought you had it hard.
Oh, you fucker. Dude, listen to my story.
Damn it. It's mildly more inconvenient.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Oh,
good.
God.
I'll bring you more like non-thoughts to the pod.
Yeah, I like it.
Because it wasn't
I
a
have more
non-thought.
written down, but we can hold off for that.
Save some for your therapist.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and the therapist would be like, sure.
Jeez. Yeah,
They'll
are
be
you
thinking
sure,
about their
you
compost
sure you want
the
to talk
entire
about that here? Or maybe you should talk about that one on the podcast instead.
Maybe save that one for the
No, I
pod.
think that would be one that the guys could really help you with.
She listens and she knows.
She's like, no, honey, I gotta go. I got compost guys here. He's about to walk in. Bye-bye.
Compost guys.
Kevin, I really think that you don't need to see me anymore. You have the podcast.
You have.
This is like therapy for me.
Yeah, and I think that's fair.
It's cheaper too.
Hey. Shout out
Yeah.
my
Shout out to
friends.
base
There you go.
therapy.
So I didn't realize how much. So whenever I call someone, you get put on hold, and there's like the shitty music. Like I've always been someone that kind of complains about it, or why it's like, why don't they just get something
First thing you
that's
say
good?
after you get pulled off hold.
Yeah.
Your music
Your
sucks.
music sucks.
Excuse me.
No, like, would you press 5 to leave a review? Oh, I will.
The people.
I just don't
That
know.
slow jazz, I can't listen to it anymore.
I just don't know why the music quality, like the audio quality, has to be
it's
so
so
bad.
It's like, yeah, you're like talking on the phone, and it's like regular phone clarity, and then it's like
I know.
Fucking
You guys want to
music.
know why?
Yeah, I do want to know why.
Sign, not really. That's not really.
Sign-
Okay. So, yeah, your ears are most sensitive in about 3.4 kilohertz.
Okay.
And so that's the only frequency that's transmitted on a phone because it takes less power.
Okay.
Because our ears are more sensitive to it. So that's why when
So
you
that's why
listen
the
to
music's just shitty because
that's why you
on
can't
a
hear
lower.
any. You can't hear any of the bass. You can't hear any like the really nice
it's not
top
just that
end.
it's not just that it's like
It's just garbled.
phone quality though. It's like actually distorted.
Yeah, and-
sometimes like there are
That's what I'm
certain
talking
phone calls
about.
where they actually play.
Oh, with the music? Yeah, okay,
Like
that's
where,
probably
where they literally, it feels like they have just a phone that's like out on a desk somewhere, right next to a boombox that they turned
Yeah.
up like 3 volume levels too high.
Like it's painful in your ear. It's like
So it's literally clipping.
I wonder. I was gonna say. I wonder if it's just like clipping, but
It's gotta be.
I wonder what
no,
the-
I have literally heard hold music that's like clipping over the phone because it is just overloading the microphone.
Yeah.
I wonder what it is for fun. Anyway,
I listen to a lot of hold music, and most of the systems that I run into are fantastic.
Yeah, well,
Most
Whirlpool.
of the time, I ask people to just, hey, can you put me back on hold? I wasn't done with the song.
yeah. Hold on. I think the track is about to end.
Yeah.
I just like to finish the
Give me
track.
30 more seconds.
I don't understand why we still have this. Like, I feel like every single company should have this thing, which some companies do, which is like, hey, we don't have people available right now. Hit this button if you
call you
want them
back.
to call you back.
And
That's
they have
amazing.
a
Like-
live musician. He just plays the whole.
Yeah, he comes to your door immediately, starts playing music until they call.
Oh my god. Well,
I would love that.
So again, so we all agree phone like hold music sucks.
Yeah.
But
No.
the other
most
day,
of the time.
No,
most of the time. But the other day, or it was a couple weeks ago, but I called Tails a Wagon because Gus needed a place to stay because we were going out of town.
Needed
Right.
a place to stay.
Needed a place to stay. May have been for a wedding of someone in this room.
Oh.
But I called them, and then it was clear they were really busy. And the guy answered. He was like, "Oh, can I just put you on hold?" Yeah, that's fine. And he just sets the phone down,
yes.
and so I could hear all the interaction.
Yes.
I love
But
it.
it's like annoying. It's like annoying and kind of quiet, and sometimes loud. Sometimes, so it's not like I could even put on speakerphone and go do something else. Like even with bad phone hold music, you can like put on speakerphone and then just like have it a little quiet. It's gonna stay at the same volume.
Yeah.
So you'll hear when someone goes, "Hello, are you still there?"
Yeah.
Yep.
But this is like I like sat around for like literally like 12 minutes. Just silently hearing like a line of like 3 people check their dogs in.
Was there? Did you just hear all the dogs barking in the background?
Yeah. That's thank you. That's the other thing is that it was like there was like sharp, terrible like treble in my ear of just like just these like annoying like dog. But it wasn't consistent. It was just annoying.
Did you hear the tails of the wagon?
Yeah.
That's their hold music when he actually puts you on hold.
No, that. How
Tails
do you
a
know that wasn't just
wagon.
an audio track that they
They
recorded?
just recorded a track of them helping customers. So it's that's such a good idea. It's not really, but it's kind of a good idea because it's like, oh, they clearly are very busy. Well, it's like some dude's just sitting there like reading a magazine.
They just put the phone down. They're really busy.
He answers. He's like,
if you're-
I could maybe squeeze him into the VIP deluxe package for the weekend.
That's all we got.
That's all we got.
Oh, we got. We're real busy around here.
Would you like the bridal suite?
It would be funny if you like if you worked at a company.
Dog wedding.
So imagine you work at a company like that where you're doing customer service and you've pre-recorded a message like that where it is you interacting with a customer. And like anytime someone calls and they have a sharp tone in their voice and it sounds like they're angry, you play this one hold music that's another customer coming in, yelling at them crying, like trying to fix it and then end up crying and you hear them weeping in the background until it ends and then they finally come pick it up and like, hey, how can I help you? And like and then you have to talk to that person. So they see if you keep staying angry after you've literally heard them
That's great.
be berated until they were
That's not bad. That's
Good.
Pretty good idea.
pretty good idea. Are you listening, Tails of Wagon? I know you are. Big fans.
That's how you do it. Big fans of you
Big
guys.
fans. Well, I got some pod mail for all of us.
Yes.
We got pod mail and I
Love
just
to hear it.
received it.
Would love.
You
to
got
hear
the
it.
pod mail for all of us?
You got the.
Yeah, I
pod.
went out and got it?
Yeah, I went out and got it.
Are you reading it on time?
Thanks.
Yes, this is on time.
I'd also like to point out that we're kind of a pod of males.
Gross.
Yeah.
Boom.
We're a male pod.
That's great.
Well,
So-
Kevin, that's why you didn't name the podcast. huh?
It's better than a pot of whales, am I right?
I wanted pot of whales.
Pot of whales is great.
Pot of whales.
Band of horses.
So this pod mail comes to us and it's referring to new fan favorite Chase's new segment, the childhood XXX.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, someone sent in mail about it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
people were listening, and
Yes.
so this was the segment.
That was never my idea, by the way. I never named
Chase,
it that.
Chase has always been the guy when we're watching like some children's movie that's trying to like think of what the porno would be like.
Oh, God.
So basically the segment was us trying to come up with dumb puns around kids movies that it would make it a porno. Some of them were like
What Old Yeller.
Old Yeller. There was like Sploojatooey.
Man, I don't know.
It
That was
devolved
not
very
good.
quickly.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
We had good
episode
ones
is this on?
before we decided to actually do it.
But at some point, we talked about. Someone said "Field of Dreams," and then the best that we could come up with was "Field of Dicks."
I thought
Yeah.
it was Field of Creams.
it was
No, no.
We never got there.
No. So Kirsten Ivy Bones
Did she give us
is
some?
how you actually say her last name.
Bones?
Bones. Yes. But she sent in she told us that, or she messaged saying that she had listened to the episode, and when we were talking, we went Field of Dreams. Oh yeah, Field of Dicks, and then we kind of like moved on to the next thing.
skipped
But
down.
she messaged saying that she was like in her car like yelling Field of Creams, Field of Creams. So that was her suggestion
Thank
to
you,
the
Kirsten.
episode, because it was like way better. I like listened back because when she first said that, I was like Field of Creams. What are you referencing? I was like we and then I was like, oh, we must have said that, and I listened back and we don't say it. And then I
my
understood what she
God.
was saying. So
That
she
is-
came up with an actual good
That
suggestion.
is fucking hilarious
that
imagery, too.
That was like right there too. It was right there.
Yelling in
God,
the
we
car.
were-
It's
we were
funny
not-
that because I read that message, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's funny that I joke stole that on this episode as you're introducing her joke.
Yeah, you did. I was like, oh, that's a good one.
That sounds like
sorry, Kirsten.
yeah, another segment of Andrew apologizes, Kevin apologizes edition.
Kevin stole your joke.
Also, I love the imagery of thinking about you yelling Field of Creams in your car listening to a podcast.
Yeah, I think
Field of Creams. The person next to you is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think that's what she said. I think there was like some dude that like looked over. She's like, Field of Creams.
I mean, that's already a great,
These
like,
idiots.
just imagine reading the reviews for our podcast. And it's like, I listened to this the other day and read and yelled Field of Creams in my car.
Five
No
stars.
context. Yeah, 5 stars.
I just like people that listen and are just like very aware that none of us are good at coming up with puns on the spot.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it. I'm so bad.
Field of Creams, you idiots.
Field of Creams, but it's so much better.
What episode is this on?
This was 43 or 2.
That's too far back.
I thought of
42.
one when I was listening to that back. Five goes breast.
That's a good one.
Classy.
Dang. Real classy.
That's nice. That's good. That's good.
All raw dogs go to heaven.
Well, and you don't even have to.
Oh my God. This reminds me of where I kind of got this idea.
Should we open this segment
Yeah,
up
let's
again?
open it up.
Reopen it.
Chase, could you go ahead? Oh, let's play the intro
got
first.
one.
Well, let's play the intro first.
Okay, yeah.
Chase's Children's XXX. This is Children's Chase's XXX.
Hey everybody, welcome to I'm not gonna read that. I'm not gonna read the card.
Please read the card. No one knows what segment
Welcome to
this is.
Chase's Child XXX movies. Chase's Child movies XXX.
That's creepy.
This is a weird segment that you came up with, Chase.
Terrible.
Anyway, go
I
ahead.
did
Go
not
ahead.
think of the
Go
name.
ahead.
I just wanted
Go
that
ahead.
to be known.
You did actually. Go
It
ahead.
just reminds me of where I got this idea. Was in college in my friend's garage. They had this big whiteboard that like spanned the whole thing. Like somebody used to have like a classroom there, it seemed like. But like they had a list of movies, and they weren't just child movies though.
You had that special twist.
They were just child movies.
Are you kidding me?
What kind of fucking who is this?
I don't
Who has all
know.
these child movies? We're just child.
I just forgot how to say children. And anyways, I'm gonna give you guys my favorite, and then you guys can go because I know you guys have some.
What? Hold on. Not just child movies. Hold on.
What's the deal with this whiteboard?
Instead of children's movies would have been the proper way to say it.
Sorry, I feel like I missed something. You said you walked into someone's basement
Okay,
and
what's
they
the
just
deal?
had
Yeah.
child movies.
No.
Which sounds real fucking bad.
No. They had a whiteboard with a list of movies that they had turned into porno movies.
Okay.
With the name. And then it wasn't just children's
just
movies.
any name.
Gosh, I hope somebody's listened this
Any
far.
movies. Any movies.
Yeah.
Can we do children's TV shows too?
I hate this segment.
Sure.
Okay, so
I've already got
one
one
of
queued
my
up.
favorite ones was
Chase, you came up with a segment.
Yeah, come on.
it was
tell us what you're talking
it was
about?
titty titty gangbang. Very good.
Yeah,
Very nice.
That one stuck with me because I was like, that is clever.
I think maybe we should just close that segment back.
Yeah, let's just close it out.
Again, we're
All right.
really hitting our highs
should we
here.
close it up? No one's
Yeah.
got any-
Jim, I thought you had
I don't
one.
think we can
Oh no,
top
I
that.
was because
All right, just throw the ones that you guys had out real quick.
because Kevin said Feifel goes breast. I was just thinking you don't even have to change an American Tale.
That's like a bad man.
Was it?
Star Horse.
Star Horse.
Star Horse.
Wow.
There's like that's like I don't feel necessarily like a
Like
children's
that exists.
But that's like a sentiment like every kid watches Star
Film.
Wars.
For sure, but it doesn't. It's not necessarily specifically children.
It was
All right,
made for
Kevin.
children
All right,
in the first
all
place.
right.
Stick
all right.
with.
Do you want to have a philosophical conversation about this?
Or should we close up the segment?
Let's hold on. You're telling me that you fucking
great.
open up a movie store and you put Star Wars in the children's section.
Bruh.
Yeah, A New Hope is like
Bruh.
perfect for kids.
Bruh, A New Hope was made for children.
Yeah.
Wait, what's it
There
rated?
is an action adventure section, and you're gonna put it in children's.
They made toys for
It's
the
probably
movie
rated PG-13,
on purpose
right?
in
No.
1976.
Fine. Star Wars Rebels.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we agree.
That's
Let's close it out.
All right, let's close it up with the
Chase's children.
All right, give me my check.
XXX.
Where's my check?
Chase's XXX.
I swear to
children.
God, I'm quitting after this season.
Thanks, Chase, for bringing in that lovely segment.
That's creepy, Chase. You're weird.
So I was
jeez.
I was at the gas station the other day. There's one.
Which one?
It's the Safeway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like in Bothell.
Oh, yeah.
You know the one.
Yeah.
okay.
So I was sitting there,
I've been
and
there.
Oh yeah.
when you're sitting there and you're putting gas in, it's the one time where if I forget my phone in the car, you just
Hold
kind of
on
look.
one second. I gotta
what's
ask.
up?
Do you stand outside of the car when you pump the gas, or you do get back into the
It
car and
depends
sit?
on if Julia's in the car or not. If she's not in the car, I'll usually just stand out. If she is, I'll go back in and hang out with her.
Okay.
Ooh, like to live life on the edge, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of what I do.
Same.
Make sure to ground yourself, dude.
Great.
Stay grounded.
But I was sitting there, and when you're at the gas station, if you walk out, you decide I'm going to stand out, and you left your phone in, then you just like end up kind of staring at everything at the gas station or like the TV
Like
that they
what
have
we
playing.
used to do before we had cell phones.
Yeah, it's like the only time in my life where I
You
find
pump
myself
gas
doing
before you had a
that.
cell phone?
But
No.
I was looking around at the different things at this gas station, and they had a picture printed out on like yellow shit paper, and it was like in a nice little case, and it had a picture of a bag of Oreos and Tostinos like salsa,
Okay.
and the only text on there was "ask for details."
Hey, you see these? You see these?
Wait, hold on.
It didn't give you prices.
Salsa and Oreos.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Ask for details.
It just said, all it said.
This was just in Bothell, huh?
Yes.
I have a
No,
theory.
So
It just
hold
says
on.
ask for details.
Did you ask?
No.
So
What?
man, this gas station up front for drugs.
Dude, wait,
you guys
I'm
never-
going there. Which gas station is it?
It's the one on the way to downtown Bothell.
Are you gonna
the
investigate?
Safeway that's like
The
between
one
Candy
where,
Park and downtown.
The Bigfoot Tavern used to be.
Okay, so
Yeah.
The one right by Uncle
Bothell
Batista's.
Ever Highway.
okay,
Ah.
The liquidators.
Yep.
I need some details.
But yeah,
You should go ask.
I just didn't know. I should have asked, but I almost like the mystery better because it's like you walk back and they're like, I saw the sign. I was just asking for details. They're like, oh, come with me.
Hey, I'm looking for some details.
Those
the back room.
Oreos and salsa fell off a truck in like fucking nowhere, Oregon. And they're like, "You a cop?
Ask us for the details.
You cop? Tell me you're a cop."
You a cop?
You have to tell me if you're a cop.
We just got a fresh.
These are wholesale. There's little crumbly, these Oreos. They fell off a truck, but there's some flavors there.
You cop?
Oh,
I'll give you a fucking deal.
That
Are you the
brought
kind
me
of-
off on a tangent of something falling off a truck.
Yeah, go for it.
These guys in Boston, the Red Sox won their division this year, the
Okay.
2018 AL East division title. And typically sports teams put like banners up in their stadium when they win something. So like you go
Yeah.
to Quest Field, Seahawks have one. These guys contacted the Boston Red Sox, and the Red Sox made it known that their banner had gone missing.
Oh, jeez.
And these two Boston guys with accents like this, yeah, hey, hello. They're like, yeah, so we got your banner. It fell off the back of a truck. Go ahead and you can give us some free playoff tickets, and we'll get it back to you.
They like held it.
They
ransom.
literally said
Back to you.
They literally told them that it fell off the back of a truck, and they found it. And they did an interview live on TV.
Oh my
Your
god.
banner fell off the back of the
Yeah,
truck.
your banner fell off the back of the truck. You want it back? You can give us some Sox tickets.
We'd be happy to give it back. We'd love to give it back.
Love to give it back.
There's nothing I'd love to do more. Just a couple playoffs. Just a couple playoffs.
There's a
tickets.
couple
Not
of
big deal.
guys, and they're standing outside of their house. They unroll the banner and they show it. They're like standing next to it, pointing at it.
These
Like,
these two guys. That's
so funny,
They're
dude.
standing in front of their own house holding the banner.
that they contacted both the news
So
and
funny.
the Red Sox, letting them know, yeah, it fell off the back of a truck.
No, we found it, so we deserve some
I
playoff
just want
tickets.
to watch like the replay of that game, and in the back, he's like, "What are those guys doing? They're rappelling over the banner? Like, how do they steal the banner?
It's a big fucking
hanging
like
in the-
Ocean's 11 ruse that they
Yeah, so we
get it, and then their whole plan was to go, oh yeah, we found
playoff
this.
tickets.
We just found this.
Yeah, so we're
the
gonna
back of a
pay for
truck.
tickets for this game, but then we're gonna get free tickets for the next game.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's like a buy one get one free kind
I
of situation.
fucking love the Sox.
You know I love that.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But seriously though, you guys have never dipped Oreos in salsa before?
I'm just so curious.
Use the cheese dip instead.
I just love the person.
I would actually do that. Though.
I might try that.
I just love the person that's like, this is all the information that they need. Here's a
details.
picture of Oreos. Here's some salsa.
This will get 'em
just
in.
come in if you want to ask for details.
Details.
For details.
God, I'm good at my job.
This reminds me.
Another
Get it
great
right,
day, Jimmy.
Yeah, hey, I'm wondering about the Oreos and the salsa.
We're gonna run out of Oreos and salsa at this rate.
How many details you want?
I could put the price, but that's so many more keystrokes. I'll just tell everybody who comes in the store about them instead.
Yeah, I'd like to know about your Oreos and your salsa. Yeah, how old are you? I'm 18. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Not gonna happen.
No, not gonna happen.
least
Yeah, no,
21.
19 maybe.
Maybe 19, 21 for sure.
That's funny. That reminds me of another mystery that we all know that Peter is not aware of.
I don't care.
Oh.
No.
And it's technically your mystery.
Oh, yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know what? I'll leave. You guys can talk about it.
No, Peter, you should
No,
stay.
Peter, stay.
Shantae, you stay.
Okay, hold on.
What?
That's a.
I don't know what that
That's
means.
a RuPaul drag race.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, favorite show.
It's a great show.
Sure.
But basically, the morning after, so we all got to stay in a
Oh,
cabin for 2
yes.
nights during Peter's wedding, and then the morning after,
Thanks, Marty.
Peter, yeah, thank you so much, Marty.
Thank you, Marty Freeze.
Peter went on his honeymoon with Paulina, and then we all went back and got drunk at the cabin that Peter's dad paid for.
Yes.
times.
With all the wedding
all the
alcohol.
So
wedding
much
booze.
alcohol.
That Paulina's parents paid for.
Yes, thank you, Paulina's parents.
Thank you.
But
Thank you, Paulina's
so
parents.
I've always, or for the past like several months, I've kind of had this conundrum, and whenever I brought it up to people, it was like typically what happens is there's someone in the room that goes, "Oh, I know how it works," and then shuts the conversation down.
Jim?
Nobody has fun.
Here we
No,
go.
no, I don't do
And,
that.
and it's just not exciting. And this is for any
know what you're
podworm
talking
listening. This is a fun topic to bring up, especially when people get into it. Because basically the morning
fucking
the morning after, so it was Saturday morning after Peter's wedding.
Heated
We're all eating breakfast, and I was just
Nice, but everyone was talking about how good the breakfast was.
It was so
having
nice.
a wonderful
It was
time.
lovely.
We were having a wonderful time.
It was
I
a
think we were
wonderful time.
probably still drunk.
We were probably still a little bit drunk.
morning. Yeah, it's fantastic. But
We had the food.
yeah, basically we sat down and I kind of just tested the waters with a
snuck it
couple
out
people
there.
that were near me, and so this is the thing is I've never understood how hot dog buns are made because they're stacked on top of each other. So there's 8 in a bag. Four of them are all cooked together, but within that cook where they're stuck together, there are perfect slices to make the bread.
Yep.
Peter's understanding.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and you're like, and so I brought that up, and then this devolved into all of us like for probably like 20 minutes,
Yeah.
screaming at each other.
It was just
Like everyone's like, no, this is how they do it. I'm telling you. And like people were like yelling, and then we kept kind of quieting down, and then someone would be like, no, but wait, this is this. And then all just, and so it was
Yeah.
like it was a good highlight for me for that weekend. is that
Yeah.
people finally like gave in to the thing that I think about it all the
So
time.
what's your theory, Peter?
It's a big mystery.
What the hell? Why?
What does Peter have a
Well, and
theory?
I want to give some details here because I did some research
Yeah.
after that
You did some
weekend.
independent research?
Can I give
Well,
my
and
theory before you give the research?
Yes.
Kevin did some
I
research.
don't have an answer. I just have more details for you.
Oh,
Okay.
Give me the deets.
Here's the thing: is that no one has an answer.
No, nobody's got
Not
an
even
answer.
the hot
is
dog.
no answer.
Not even big hot dog.
Wait a
Hot
minute.
is a
dog.
mystery that they've been
Do we
sitting
all-
on for years.
Do we all remember Mark Summers?
What?
The guy who used to have that like slime show on Nickelodeon?
Yes.
Wait,
Slime
now
time,
I
slime time
do.
live.
Okay.
How do you know his name?
Yeah. How do you?
He used to do.
Deep pull.
He used to do
Mark Summers.
a TV show on the Food Network called Unwrapped.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's,
Anyway.
okay. Yeah. I do know
I
this guy.
guarantee you, he's probably visited a hot dog bun factory and
I
figured
watched
out how this
Unwrapped.
is
If someone
Probably.
finds that clip, send it to me. But I probably
Please,
won't look
please,
at it
please,
because
please.
I don't want to ruin the mystery.
A bunspiracy.
I feel
I've
like I
watched
should-
hot dog bun making videos, and I still
And it doesn't
don't
help.
know.
It doesn't help
Yeah,
at
you
all.
watch the buns
It
go
doesn't
in,
help
and then
at
they
all.
come out, and they're like how they are, and but it's like it all happens within the contraption. You're like, well, how the fuck does it happen?
wait,
So let me
what?
let me
Pause
give you
the
some
movie.
details.
Slow back, enhance, slow back, slow forward.
Can we get a camera in that machine?
Oh, probably.
I
could
would
ask
happly cook a camera just to find out.
We gotta,
It's like sending a
we
camera
gotta
into the
call-
sun. It's worth it for the evidence.
We gotta call the Franz Bread Company
That's
and be
actually big hot dog.
like big hot dog.
Big hot dog.
We gotta call like
There's
whoever
one right
makes
by our
it
house.
himself. And we gotta
We
gotta
thought about
ask-
walking in.
Yeah, we gotta ask how the fuck are these made?
If we do, we'll bring the recorder.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
gonna conduct
Yeah.
some interviews.
Yeah.
Some interviews.
So
All 7 of us walk into that
You
tiny
should wear one of those
Franz.
hidden camera like buttons.
It's like a gotcha show. For some reason, they explain. They're like, haha, but like they tell us how we do it, and we're still like, but how do you explain this?
gotcha.
No. One of us is carrying a boombox in on our shoulder, and it's got a camera in it.
It's like not conspicuous at all.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So I've got some additional details
Down
for
to know.
you, and then you get to make your guess. Okay.
Oh,
Because I sent a video to everyone after doing my own
Yeah.
investigative reporting. I picked up the Franz hot dog buns. They come 4 together, right? There's
And 8 in a pack.
8 in a pack. So there's 4 on top of 4.
4 in the- classic 4x4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you pull that out. The top row and the bottom row
4x2.
are all cooked together.
Stupid.
So 4 buns are cooked together, but then the 2 on this left and the 2 on the right are cut facing away from each other.
Yeah.
Meaning that the middle 2 slices are like would open up together, and the outside slices of the outside buns would open on the outside.
That just deepened
They're
the mystery.
spooning.
So it's
Yeah. Well,
yeah. And
yeah.
and how in the world do you get a cut that works that way?
I have no idea.
because it's cut on the outside and then it's
So
cut
those
on the inside.
So those
Yeah.
middle ones, how
how
did
the
they?
fuck?
How
And
did
it's
those
like
middle
a
ones
clean
get
cut.
so
it's not.
perfectly?
It's not like one that you see like residual.
and they're not.
like,
and we.
It's clean.
I think I have an idea.
The outside ones make the most sense to me. The inside ones
Yeah.
is where I'm like, fuck this
And
voodoo
we-
bullshit.
And, we determined basically that like there's no way they're baking them like that. It's too clean of a cut.
Is a very clean cut, but I still think that like somehow they bake them.
Here we go.
Oh, this again.
they
No,
they,
yeah, go.
They cut them. They bake them not all the way. Then they cut them and then they bake them the rest.
yeah,
of the,
that's what I was thinking.
or they bake them all the way and then put like a little bit of like like
Why would they use this extra effort? Nobody wants to see an exposed.
To keep them fresh, Phil.
again.
Yes.
Yeah. Also,
No, no.
what is the purpose of them all being stuck together in the first place? Actually,
I don't.
Sometimes they'll jostle
need
around
to
in the
be,
bag.
but
What do you want?
doesn't
You're gonna
need to
have
be.
They made it
loose
for the
buns?
mystery. They're like, this will really fuck with people that think about it. They're like 0.5% of people that actually ever think about this.
I don't know.
I like saw Reddit like things where people are going back and forth and they're like, I don't know, I just can't figure it out. And they're like, but no, but like they're having
Yeah.
the same arguments that we were.
We
So
should,
you're saying nobody knows?
we should absolutely
No
bring
one
a
knows.
camera and go and get a tour of a hot
get
dog
a tour
bun factory.
of the Franz factory.
Anyway, so go ahead, space fans, bring that up at Thanksgiving's around the corner. Great conversation.
Bring it up with your own
Ask for
family.
details.
Yeah, avoid talking about politics because we all know that could be hard with your
Yeah,
family.
we got a new one, a little bit lighter, but you can still yell.
You could still get mad at each
Yeah.
other, but it's not.
But there's no
not-
consequences.
No consequences.
Yeah, no
You know what? Bring some hot dog buns to the table.
Yeah.
Pass them around. Let people look at them.
And then decide, try to figure out how it
Just
works.
have hot dogs for Thanksgiving.
Also, if you have
Save
any,
you some money too.
Well, my name's Oscar Meyer.
New
and,
tradition.
I invite you to have some hot dogs.
Dude, you guys
this
want to have a hot
Thanksgiving.
dog eating competition Thanksgiving morning?
Yeah.
oh hell yeah,
And then have a Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Thanksgiving right afterwards.
So
yeah.
if you have any theories, go ahead and send them to us. We're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we will be playing Sexist Would You Rather.
What's going to happen during the break, Mike?
What it is, everyone. I'm Jacob Meza, the host of the podcast So It Is Told. Each week I read a new folk tale or fairy tale with a local comedian and or world traveler. Like your drunk grandma reading a bedtime story, there's suspense,
Oh my god, they are cannibals!
magic, and all-around madness.
They're birthing hips!
Available on any mainstream podcast directory.
Fresh.
And now we're back. Hell yeah, I'm Kevin, and I said it. Motherfuckers. It's the first time.
And we won't let him
job,
do it
man.
again.
Yeah, no, I like
Yes.
that.
You really brought it back.
Fuck you all. We're back. We're fucking back, baby.
All right, Daniel, cut that out. And now we're back.
Damn it. So I signed up for this thing recently. I've got a friend who works at Google, and they just released this thing called Project Stream. And what it is it basically is it's already built into Chrome, and Chrome connects to a server, and the server is running a video game that you're playing. And so basically, you don't need a top of the line video game computer to play video games because it's literally pretty much just streaming the video game on your computer like Netflix. And all you're doing is sending the inputs to your controller to the computer, to the cloud, and the cloud is sending the video game back. So I've been playing Assassin's Creed because they gave me like a free invite. Like
Yeah.
right now it's in beta right now, but it's pretty crazy because it's like super responsive.
Yeah, it's
I
nuts.
think input lag would be a major
A huge
thing,
deal,
you're
but
saying it's pretty quick.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you think about it, ping is like what, 50 milliseconds?
yeah.
If you got a
Depends on
good,
your server.
yeah, depending on if you've got good internet or not. So that means like what, a 20th of a second is
Yeah.
the delay from when you hit the button to when it actually happens, which is hardly noticeable. So it's been
And
like,
speeds are going to get, or like internet speeds and stuff, it's going to get faster.
Yeah.
right?
yeah. So it's kind of cool because it's like I've been playing it, and like one, I don't have to have like anybody who has a PC can now be like top of the line thing, and it gets rid of all the stuff that I hate about modern day gaming, which is like updating your fucking game.
Yeah.
You know, every time you log into
Yeah.
the system, like having to set your resolution so that it's like handled by whatever you have on your computer.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that is crazy is like they'll be able to, since it's on a cloud, you can actually have multiple servers running your video game rather than just a single computer, meaning that like basically the limitations for graphics capabilities are non-existent now. So you could have literally like the craziest real-time like rendering
nuts.
of a video game. Like no one's built a video game with that kind of like engine yet. But,
Yeah. And
but
this
it's
is
just
all
completely
this is
going
all-
to change the video game market.
This is all based on if you have fast internet, basically.
Yeah, you have to have fast internet, and I have fiber optic.
That
at
makes
home.
sense.
Sorry, South Dakota. It's like it still sucks there.
It'll get better.
Wow,
is that
Phil's
true?
coming out hard on South Dakota.
Burn.
Fucking South Dakota.
That's a weird tidbit to know. How do you know that?
It's in the middle of
Never been
nowhere.
Is that just a thing? All right. I like it.
Everyone knows South Dakota.
on, South
Internet
Dakota.
sucks.
Sorry.
Terrible
sorry.
internet.
That's
You're
their,
right. I'm sorry. Fuck South Dakota.
that's their state motto.
Yeah. I get it.
Our internet sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy though.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, South Dakota, man. Wow.
Like they don't have any Wi-Fi. I heard they don't even know what you go there. They haven't heard the name of internet.
I'm surprised they still have people there.
I'm surprised
Seriously.
it's still Dakota.
They've gone obsolete.
I mean, I've thought about moving there after the movie Fargo, but
That was in North Dakota.
But then I realized that was in North Dakota.
Did y'all know that there's like a conspiracy theory online that says North Dakota doesn't exist?
Oh God, here we
wait,
go.
what?
Yeah, this is a real deal.
There we go.
thing.
Jim, tell us more.
Okay,
me
so
up.
basically, like, it's based on the fact that like nobody knows anybody. Like these people online don't know anybody that has either lived or been to North Dakota.
Wait,
so
North or South?
North.
So North Dakota doesn't exist.
Yeah, they're saying that North Dakota doesn't exist.
Okay.
Because South Dakota's got the
statues.
the
The
thought North
president
Dakota
faces.
had Rushmore.
The president
South
faces.
Dakota.
We all know.
South Dakota has Rushmore.
South Dakota has Mount Rushmore.
It's got
and-
Jason
and it's
Bateman.
Got, yeah.
It's got
and Wes Anderson.
Jason Schwartzman.
Damn it.
Jason Bateman.
It's a huge stone mountain of Jason Schwartzman, Wes Anderson,
And
Bill
Jason
Murray,
Bateman.
and that other guy.
and that other guy.
Right, as we all know.
Is it Luke Wilson? Who's it?
Owen.
Luke or
Owen.
Owen.
No,
Both the
You're-
Wilsons.
You're safe with
Luke
one of them.
Owen?
Owen Wilson's not in Rushmore.
No, he's not.
No.
Luke Wilson.
That's George Washington.
Luke Wilson.
No, Owen Wilson's in Rushmore.
He co-wrote it.
No, Owen Wilson's in it though, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's one of the burglars.
Not in Rushmore though.
Not
he was
Rush.
in-
No, you're thinking of
Thinking of
Bottle
Bottle
Rocket.
Rocket.
Bottle Rocket.
Oh, Bottle Rocket.
I don't think that he's in it, but he co-wrote it. He co-wrote
Luke-
Rushmore.
Isn't Luke Wilson like dating the girl after she breaks up with Bill Murray in that movie?
No, you're talking about Royal Tenenbaums.
What? No. In Rushmore, at the end, they all go to like his play, and Bill Murray and
I'm sorry,
and Jason
yeah.
Schwartzman become friends again because they both lost the girl, and she's with somebody new. And that somebody new, I think, is Luke Wilson, but I am not sure.
You know, you might be right because I'm not sure either.
Well, that's been one of our. That's our segment. Is it?
Let's try to remember
Wes
Anderson movies.
That's been was Luke Wilson in this movie. Tune in next week when we talk about fucking I don't know.
That's been.
it's
Is
Star
it Jason
Wars.
Schwartzman
We'll
or
go
is it
through the
Luke
other
Wilson?
Wilson brothers. Was
Yeah, we
was
talk
Owen
about-
Wilson in this movie?
All right, so I'm sure you're all very curious about our game today.
Is it
Yeah,
about Wes Anderson
It's
movies?
about whether North Dakota
And we're
exists.
back.
Wait, I do actually want to hear more about North Dakota not being real.
I just told you.
That's pretty much it.
The conspiracy.
It's just not real,
The
Peter.
conspiracy is basically based on the fact that nobody knows anyone from North Dakota or has ever been there, and that's the only evidence they have.
My mom was born in North Dakota.
I've been reading the North Dakota conspiracy. I can summarize it quite concisely.
Okay, I want to
you.
hear this, Phil.
Phil,
Remind me.
the floor is yours.
Remind me, Phil.
You got to assume that you've never met anybody from North Dakota, which, to be fair, I haven't.
I have not.
My mom
Oh.
was born in Fargo.
Is that in
Kevin's mom, also born in Fargo.
Yeah,
Is that North or
can
South
say
Dakota?
North Dakota.
North Dakota.
North Dakota. Okay.
North
It's
Dakota.
in South Dakota, though.
That's not true. That's not true.
Okay.
Okay.
It is in North Dakota.
And the reason why it doesn't exist is that it's a ploy for the U.S. government to have exactly 50 states.
Right.
Pretty weak motivation.
That's even worse than what I said.
That's a round
That's
number.
a next step dumber. I can't believe that.
Like,
even worse.
United States with 49 states, it just doesn't roll off the tongue. It just doesn't
49.
sound good. 49.
It's not like we
couldn't
had-
find one more state.
The 49 nifty states.
Wait, that's the because it's not like we had 30 or 35 states before.
No,
or
you'd think it would be
29
a
states
clever
before.
political move to put, representatives.
Have a nice round 50.
Nope.
Yeah, had to do it.
Good God.
49 is 7 times 7, guys.
I know. That's
you
a
go.
good number.
Lucky number times a lucky number. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Get some numerology up in this
Also,
bitch.
I did some reading up. Also, Phil.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Researcher Kevin.
Luke Wilson is in Rushmore. And his brother Andrew Wilson is the coach.
I thought we were talking about Owen Wilson.
How many goddamn
No,
Wilsons
Owen
are
Wilson
there?
is not in that movie.
I was talking about Owen Wilson.
He co-wrote it.
Also, surprising, I didn't know this, but Alexis Bledel, you know, like Rory from the Gilmore Girls,
Right.
Yeah, Rory.
is in Rushmore.
Really?
What?
I did not know that. It says uncredited, but I'm gonna go watch that movie again because I do not remember her
I'm gonna
being.
watch it frame by frame.
I'm
until
guessing
I
she's just
find
got
it.
like a bit part.
Where's Rory?
Are Rory and Lorelai in it, or just Rory?
Just Rory.
Is it in Stars Hollow or
God
different
damn.
setting?
Hold on.
Peter knows
Let me
more
read
about
it.
that show than I expected.
Is the grandpa in it?
All right, so we gotta wrap up this episode with a fun game of Would You Rather Sexist Edition.
Yep.
Yes.
I was not looking for sexist Would You Rather's. I happened upon them.
Sure.
Oh,
Mike.
sure.
Sure, Mike.
Of course.
Yeah,
I was thinking, why don't we put episode 46? Let's do Would You Rather at the end. And I'm Google searching and I'm looking at this list.
Yeah,
and
sure, Mike.
Something along the lines of like the 86 Would You Rather questions that you would ever need and funny.
And funny. Important.
And
And
funny.
of course, I clicked on the link because that's exactly what I'm looking for.
That guy did his job.
Hey,
Oh, you've already found all of the good ones?
Jackpot.
Done.
Jackpot.
Mike, how many? Did any of the questions revolve around how many beers you should drink?
No.
Okay.
Or maybe, I don't know. But
Do you have all 86?
No. Basically, I scrolled down and it was like they had all the 86 parsed out for who it was for. So there was like
Yeah.
there was like 14 would you rather's for men, and then there was like 15 would you rather's for girls.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
yeah.
Would you rather be a man or would you rather have self-respect? Oh, sexist. Would you rather?
Well, then I looked up. Then I looked at what the like website URL was, and it's mentelligence.com.
Oh no. I feel like
Mentelligence.
that site name.
Or mantelligence. Mantelligence.
That's
Mentelligence
not
is not
better.
even better.
no.
Yeah, I feel like that precludes them from having it.
Yeah. Holy
yeah,
shit.
absolutely. So mantelligence.com
You wanna know how to be a
had
man?
like 14 great suggestions for would you rather's for girls.
Okay, great.
And so we're gonna do 3
God.
of them here.
Oh,
And I know
God.
it's gonna be tough for us to answer them because when I read them, you're gonna see these are clearly for girls.
Yeah, okay.
Visit mantelligence.com.
I'm pretty mentelligent.
We'll tell you how
I
to
don't know.
be
I'm
an
pretty
intelligent man.
intelligent. I think I'll get him.
Should be a real cinch for this old guy.
Okay.
This whole
So here is our first would you rather, and I want you guys to really think about these.
Okay.
Even though you're not going to be able to really relate.
Can we ask questions about it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We will be able to ask
Are we
questions.
gonna-
Yeah, take your time with your answer. Like we're going to discuss it.
Okay.
Okay, good.
We're only doing 3.
Are we going to award points to anybody?
Yeah, could you
we
award
get points?
Yeah,
Can you award points?
I will award points.
Okay, great.
I want a clear winner here.
Yeah, clear.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
The points will be based off of.
Can I get a point now?
Don't tell us how the points are based. Just give them to us.
Do we get a free space?
Yeah, I guess. Okay, you're right. Fine.
Judiciary.
Can, can I get a free point?
Would you rather have to sneeze but not be able to, or have something stuck in your eye for an entire year?
It feels like.
Well, how am I supposed to
Feels
answer this,
inappropriate.
Mike? I'm a man. This is ridiculous.
It's like what we're not supposed to think about.
I
these
know,
questions.
guys.
What?
I know.
I can't even.
Fellas, I know.
I can't even relate to this.
Boys.
Hold on. You have to sneeze.
Boys,
but
I get it. I get it.
I feel. Well, hold on. You have to sneeze but can't,
Would you rather?
or have something stuck in your eye for a year. Like
think
who
it's
knows how
forever.
long you can't sneeze for? Like
Who
you have-
knows?
You have
no,
to
this
sneeze
is indefinitely. Would you rather have to sneeze but not be able to?
forever.
Oh, I guess it's
It feels like that could just be one moment.
Yeah, that's an indefinite
I'm
for
making
sure.
it like an indefinite, like daily struggle that you have.
Like whenever you normally would have to sneeze, you just can't do it.
No. Actually, I'm what
You're just
I
on the
mean.
verge of
What I mean is
sneezing?
like you know how when you it's that medium like in between state.
Yeah.
It's like a headache.
Yeah, you want to sneeze but you can't sneeze. You are forever stuck in that moment.
You're stuck in the.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can't,
well, and
you
when-
can't
no,
breathe.
yeah.
You're
It's
going to
not
have an
necess-
aneurysm and
No, it's not necessarily
die.
breathing, but you kind of have that. You're just like that kind of feeling.
Just in that moment right before you exhale.
But you never
Yep.
sneeze, or is it
That
always that way?
sucks. I'll do the thing in my eye, even though I hate that.
Dick in my eye.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you. But
I could never stand having anything in my eye for that long. So
let
I will
me
go
try.
with the sneeze.
Yeah, that's
The
tough.
eye is
Yeah,
like
the
for
more
me
I-
the
yeah.
worst thing ever.
I think you just
ever
get
invented.
used to the sneeze.
You know the scene.
I don't think you get used to having shit in your eye.
Yeah, but the thing in your eye is only there for a year, whereas
then
you're
it's
going to
gone.
be constantly for the rest of your life.
I guess it depends on what's in your eye. If you have like a needle in your eye for a year,
You know
I'm taking
the scene in
sneeze.
Clockwork Orange where they
Something.
pull his eyes wide open.
Right.
It's like makes me the most uncomfortable.
I would do the second one and I'd choose contacts. Bitches. Got something in my eyes.
Can you choose what is in your
I
eye?
don't get to choose.
Oh, no.
You
It's-
never said you didn't get to choose.
No, I make
You're gonna
all the
have-
rules.
It's gonna be a bullet.
I make all the rules.
Listen,
No.
it's like
Would
that
you
feeling
rather-
that you have something stuck in your eye. Just that classic, like every time you blink, it like makes
Like
your eye water.
contacts.
No, like a dirty needle
Like
that's
a-
stuck
like
in
a
your eye.
speck.
An eyelash.
A dirty needle.
Dirty needle
Yeah.
stuck in your eye.
Like you got dirty
For a
Andy
year.
stuck in your eye.
Yeah,
Can I pick where in my eye at least?
right in the
No.
middle.
No, you
the
can't.
fuck?
Right in the
No,
middle.
You can't pick.
It's
in
kind
the,
of
in the
always
dead middle.
It's kind of always moving
Just
around.
always bothering you.
If
but it's
you're-
always there.
You're always gonna
Kevin?
be making it worse.
Kevin,
and of course I'm gonna choose the other one. Jesus.
That one's only for a year.
That one's
Just
only
like, just like no matter what you pick, I'm gonna make it worse.
But that one's only for a year.
yeah. And then you'll eventually get
That's
used
the
to it.
only
and miss
thing
it.
that won't get worse. If I ask a
kinda-
question about the other one, I want you to make the
You
other
know,
one
I
worse.
kind of like.
I
the,
will.
I kind of like the feeling of sneezing. So
I'm
gonna
just
go with
clarifying for you. I'm not
Oh,
making
even
it
like
worse.
the
These
lead
are-
up to
it's-
sneezing.
I'm reading the subtext here.
subtext.
Well, who wins? Wait,
Wait, what do I get final answers?
Yeah, you got it from me.
I'm going sneeze.
I'm going
Devin-
thing in the,
Devin
thing in the
sneeze.
eye. Thing in the eye.
I'm going with the sneeze because it's clear what the judge wants. Who gets
Peter,
points?
what was yours?
Oh, in the eye.
So would
Kevin's
you
an idiot.
rather?
All
There's
right.
no
Yeah,
right answer.
It's the thing in the eye
Yes.
because it's only a year.
Oh my god.
I love how there's a right or wrong answer to this. Would you rather?
We're also
I
getting
think
awards
it's pretty
points
obvious.
later.
This feels pretty sexist.
All right, who
I
voted
hate
for the eye?
sexist.
Me.
All right, 3 points to each and every one of you.
Perfect.
Nice.
To everyone?
To everybody?
No, not Jim and Kevin.
You guys got it wrong.
I even get 3 points.
I love the right or wrong answer to this opinion-based
Okay.
game.
This
And the
game
points.
is
Wrong answer.
I got another question here for you.
Yep.
Again, please take some consideration.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, it's going to be tough to relate
Yep.
as we are men.
That last one was
Most of us.
decent.
Bunch of boys in here.
I'm so curious what the men ones are like. Would you rather have your dick slammed in a door or in an elevator?
Would you rather be able to stop time or be able to fly?
Can I phone my girlfriend?
No.
Remember,
How long
these
can
are
you stop
for
time
girls.
for?
Yeah. Can you? If
How long
you're-
can you
Hold on,
fly?
question one at a time. Questions. I need to get as much information on
Okay.
this one.
Okay. Stopping time. I believe you have the ability to just stop time
Do you stop?
as long as you want.
or
But does it start
everything
again
stop?
when you want?
When
That's called
when you-
sleeping. When you stop time and everybody else stops time.
I'm inferring that this is start and stop time.
Okay. And anytime you want.
Is
And
this
you can move
anytime you
around, do whatever you want.
so, Mike? Is this anything like the
Can I
plot?
move
hands down?
things?
Is this anything like the plot of Clock Stoppers?
It's just like the plot of Clock
So you can go
Stoppers.
into hyper time.
I don't
Yeah,
know clock
okay.
stoppers.
Yeah.
Missed
yeah,
that
please.
classic.
It's a classic.
You're missing out, Kevin.
It's a classic.
Did you say wait? Clock stoppers or clog stompers?
Clog Stompers is my new dance troupe.
Clock stoppers.
I have a feeling that's already taken.
No one. Oh, you think it's already taken? Yeah, it is by me.
It's funny. The wooden
Thank you.
shoes.
I thought Clog Stompers
Yeah.
is a dancing troupe.
Clog
name.
Stompers.
What's hilarious?
That's good.
No one thought it was funny.
No, when's your next show?
This is bullshit.
All right, back to the game. What was the other option?
You guys want to go stop the yard
Fly.
later?
No. It's clog the yard.
Clogs will be provided.
All
Let's go
right.
clog the yard.
Is there
Let's
any
go
more
clog the
questions?
yard.
How
Yeah.
high can you fly?
As high
Outer
as you
space.
want.
How
But you
fast?
still
How
have-
fast can you fly?
You still have normal breathing rules, so you can't go into space.
Normal breathing rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because everyone can breathe flying
fast
at
can you
500 miles
fly?
an hour.
Yeah, how
How
fast?
fast?
You can fly as fast as a cheetah can run.
That's not very
Whoa.
fast.
So like 70 miles an
Pretty
hour.
fast.
Wait, I think that like birds are faster.
Yeah, birds
Yeah,
are
the
faster.
birds
than that.
are faster
For
than
sure.
that, Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you can fly as fast as a
dragon.
eagle carrying
Speeding bullet?
a cheetah.
Okay. Yeah.
But to be fair,
That's
you
way
weigh about as much
slower.
as a cheetah.
This is what you guys wanted.
That's not even 70 miles.
okay,
an
birds
hour.
are faster. Game on.
This is why you don't ask him questions.
But an eagle's kind of slow.
It's gonna make it worse.
He always makes it worse. Okay.
Is that a question?
An eagle's pretty slow.
Yeah, is that a
so-
question?
Yeah, like are we going really slow?
Yeah. Now we're going way slower for carrying
Yeah,
baby cheetahs.
especially a fucking cheetah.
I mean, it could still go
Actually,
pretty
no,
how
it
about a
can't.
baby
How
cheetah?
much can I lift when I fly?
Dead baby
as much
cheetah.
as you can lift right now.
Okay. Well,
It's a good
It
one.
kind of stinks because you can't really like move via flying. You need a friend that could also fly to like help you move your stuff.
wait, you're worried about moving?
It would be awesome.
I was like, what are you talking about?
like moving a couch.
Yeah, dude.
Moving a couch.
Because think about
I
it.
can fly,
Yeah, you
but I'm
can't
still
lift
gonna have
the
to use the moving truck. Damn it! I'll take
Not-
in the stop in time.
You don't get super strength with the ability to fly.
No.
If you got the ability to pause time, you could pause time, move all your shit
stuff.
to the new thing, no traffic, quick stops.
But if you have
In
the
terms
ability
of-
to fly, you're not gonna have traffic either.
When you
But you
stop
can't move
time-
things.
When you stop time, could I like go get in a car and drive the car while time stopped?
Or does the combustion not happen?
Also, I'm pretty sure
I
that if you
don't
stop
think
time,
so.
it's
Okay.
only traffic.
Oh, you can't interact with the world?
Can I open doors
Only
or
as
something?
fast as it does when only
You
like
can, but you can't use anything that's time based.
right. Yeah, you can't turn
You can't
on
use
a car.
anything that's time based.
So you can't use an oven?
So you can't use the internet.
You
or
could like,
anything?
What do you mean? Everything is fucking
time
time-based.
I wish I could use this internet
Some
sound.
concept.
You guys can't-
Well, you know, everyone knows TVs are controlled by time.
What I mean is, I will say that you can lift objects as heavy as you can lift now.
Also in
And
stopping time.
and move them.
So everything
But you
is slower
can't-
because you don't have a car.
But you can't turn on anything. Anything that's to move without your. Like if you go in and you move all of the gears in the car.
So you go back to the
You have
Stone
to
Ages.
physically, so you
Are
can't
you
watch
saying-
a movie with stop time.
Wait
No.
a second. So I couldn't open
You,
a door
you
or
can
something?
stop time.
The thing
The
that
only
I
thing
wanted
that has
to
not
do,
stop time is you.
So essentially, this is a way to pull people's pants down and write on their faces.
I don't
Yeah.
even think
So you
could
can
do
move
that.
physical things, but nothing that will move. Nothing will move without you actually interacting with it.
Okay. So I can ride a bicycle.
Yes.
Okay.
But if
No.
I interact with my car by just
No, he
turning
can do
the
that because
key-
he's physically turning. Yeah, but the
If-
car won't. The mechanisms won't work.
if I have a
they'll
TV and I
stop.
hand crank the TV with a generator,
Yep.
I can watch TV.
Absolutely. Yeah. Assuming that you're.
But the generator
hand
uses
cranky.
combustion, much like your car.
No, I'm gonna be. It's
I mean,
gonna be.
technically no, because there's still there's electricity that needs to go from the TV. There's stuff.
What?
that-
I'm,
you can't use
I'm
electricity.
directly interacting with that.
You know,
That's a fuzzy
you
area.
Guys, I'm just
That's a
glad.
fuzzy
this is a
area.
fuzzy
Okay,
area.
everyone.
I like these
I'm
rules,
just
though.
glad that
This sounds like a miserable
the
time
movie Clock
stoppage.
Stoppers figured out all these problems for us before they
Let's
made the movie.
watch
See,
it.
I just want to like be at a party and someone's been like, "Have you seen this TV show?" And I just stop time, go watch it, and I'm like, "Yeah, all of it."
Yeah, that's
All
all,
nine
that
seasons.
Kevin
Okay,
wants
I will
to do.
say with a hand
Kevin-
crank, you can do that.
Kevin is going to stop time so he can watch.
Can I make it a
TV.
leg crank?
If you can you.
I'll get in a lot of
Do you know?
shape.
Do you know how to build that?
Yeah.
Why do I have to build it?
You can buy one.
You have to get the situation.
No,
He
you can
buys
just
it,
take it from a
stops
store.
Buy a foot crank.
No, you don't even have to.
generator.
You don't even have to buy it. Just take
generator.
it.
That's fine.
You could just use a. You could
That's
use
great.
a,
Dude,
use
I
a
got it.
stationary bike. That
So
he
if you can start and
charges
stop
stuff
time,
with.
you could start time, turn on your car, put it in gear, press the accelerator, stop time. While you're like, you maybe got some momentum going still.
Oh my god.
Wait, no.
that stops time.
Yeah,
Slow
the
that
brakes. The brakes aren't going to work.
The brakes won't work.
Sure they will. That's like a physical.
that is,
Bro, brakes would work.
Yeah.
they will work if
So
they're not.
there are bits and pieces
Will
that
the
will
steering-
work.
You would spend a lot of
It's gonna
time
be a lot of
figuring out the rules of time
It's
land.
gonna be a lot of work.
You're gonna be like 89 years old.
you
You'll
have
figure it out.
literally infinite amount of time to do that because you
When-
can
and
stop
So you
time.
don't.
You
When
don't
you
stop-
figure out how time works.
When you stop time, do you stop aging or do you still age?
That is why you were given the gift of time. Just to figure out how time works.
Do you continue to age when you stop time?
No.
So you can stop time, do all that stuff, and not age at all.
Yes.
Because you time stop.
I'll allow it.
Wow. Okay. Well, now
Your body functionally still works, but you are not degrading.
That's
You have
awesome.
to poop when you stop time.
Yeah.
If you stop time when you have to poop,
You still have to poop.
Does your
no,
digestive
you can
system
poop. You
work?
can just poop
You
anywhere.
can just poop anywhere. That would be funny to like stop time right when someone's about to and then pull their pants up.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm picking stop time.
I picked stop time long ago.
I think stop time a long time ago too.
Yeah, I think we all did.
Stop time
I'm
is
picking flying because I have way too many questions still. I think I understand
be the
flying.
shit.
I don't understand top and
Wait,
time.
if I
'Cause don't know what
fly-
a time-based item is.
If I fly, can I pull somebody's pants up while they're pooping?
Say that one more time.
If I fly, can I still pull someone's pants up while they're pooping?
Absolutely.
I'm
just-
still
just
picking
as you
top
can
and time.
now.
You could just fly right into the
Yeah, we could all
bathroom
do
and
that right now. I don't even have to be able to fly to do that.
Or stop time. I could just do it right
I'm
now.
gonna pick stop time.
All right, and Kevin was correct. It was fly.
Yes.
3 points to Kevin.
That's fucking bullshit.
You,
dude.
fuck you,
That's
fuck you,
bullshit.
fuck you, and hey, fuck you.
All right, and now for our final question.
Here we go.
Would you rather be a giant hamster or a tiny rhino? Boys.
Tiny Rhino is a good club name.
That's just so hard
I agree.
to answer
Tiny
as a
Rhino.
A
woman
giant
here.
hamster?
Giant hamster or a tiny rhino?
Tiny
How big of a
Rhino.
hamster are we talking here?
About the size
A
of
rhino?
A rhino?
No,
Do they just switch
no,
sizes?
I'm thinking like the size of like a small moving truck.
Whoa!
That's a huge.
How small
Would,
rhino?
would you
then?
say giant?
Yeah, that's a giant.
It's a giant hamster.
And how tiny is the rhino?
Yeah, is a rhino like
Rhino's about the size of a cat.
Oh come on! I'm cute ass rhino.
Yeah, I would
I would go on a
Tiny
national
rhino.
tour.
Yeah, so
People
see,
would flock to see me.
let me just tell you my
But they
basic
wouldn't
reactions.
if you were a giant hamster the size of a moving truck.
They'd be
They'd
afraid
shoot
of
you.
you.
I would immediately
Be
shoot
trying to
it.
climb the Empire State Building. That's true. Take you right down.
That's true. That's true.
Plus, it would smell like sawdust.
You imagine your giant shits just destroying cars.
Yeah, if I was a rhino and I was tiny, people would love that.
Yeah, tiny
They would
rhino.
carry me places and feed me food and stuff.
You have a little carrier bag that I have my handler
Cute, with
put
little
me
with
in.
little holes in it for your little.
Right, and you could get as angry as you want. People would just be like,
I can't help but just rub his little horn.
Be like, he's a tiny rhino.
Like,
He's
like
doing the rhino
you
stuff.
be at your friend's house, he's got a tiny rhino, and the rhino like charges at you across the room, kind of bumps your leg. You're like, oh,
cute as fuck.
that's so cute.
Yeah, tiny rhino all around.
I want one.
Let's make that
wanna
our
be
new
one.
mascot.
Well, Kevin.
rhino.
So, Mike, how can we make this happen? Let's stop pussyfooting around. Let's get down to brass tacks.
So are we all voting for tiny rhino?
Oh, hell yeah.
No, I'm going giant hamster.
Idiot.
Wow.
Idiot.
Well,
Sounds more exciting.
If you
actually.
were on top of a hill because of hamster poops being perfectly round, would they like be like bowling balls and
oh
like
yeah, they
go down the hill and like cause havoc?
People
Yeah, you
would.
have to
yes,
dodge 'em.
absolutely.
You would kill so many people if you were
It's still got to go with tiny rhino.
All right, tiny rhino was correct.
Wow, come
We
on!
won.
It was a 4-way tie.
I got 0 points.
And
Come on.
All we have is a loser, which is Jim.
It was 50-50. I guess wrong every time.
So thanks for playing, guys, and thank you, listeners, for listening.
Thank you.
It felt pretty sexist, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go home and take a shower.
it was a little sexist. So thanks for listening through it. It was not. We weren't sexist, but we were. They were sexist.
Right. Mantelligence.com.
Intelligence.com and their would you rather
don't know
questions
why.
for girls. So subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. That could be Apple Podcasts. That
Apple
could be
Peach podcast.
Peach Podcasts. That could be
Nectarine podcast.
Nectarine Podcast.
Banana podcast.
Apricot podcast.
Apricot
podcast.
Apricot Podcast.
Yeah.
Listen to our spin-off
Plum
podcast called
podcast.
Tiny Rhino.
Tiny. Oh
Tiny
yeah.
Rhino coming out next week.
Look for our club on Capitol Hill.
Yeah,
Tiny
there you
Rhino.
go. And then be sure to write a review if you like it, or if you don't, give us 5 stars just to show us who's boss, and then tell a friend if you got one. If you don't, tell Battleship.
ship.
Tell someone you don't like.
Tell a battleship.
Tell about
Tell Battleship.
And
that's love.
Hit us up on all them social medias. You know what they are. And as always, keep swirling. Beautiful boys. Be all
Beautiful boys.
Beautiful boys.
You guys are a bunch of beautiful boys.